YouTube, RNY Second Chance Cass here, coming to you with my week 11 post-op Roux-en-Y gastric bypass video. I had surgery on January 5th at the University of Washington Medical Center over in Seattle. My surgeon was Marcelo Hinojosa, and yeah, so that's it. So I'm just gonna jump right into it. So again, surgery January 5th. I entered the pre-op program. It was a 6-month required insurance program. I entered that in May, and my highest recorded weight was last summer at 311.5. I went in day of surgery at 267.7, and I weighed in last Tuesday at 233.0. So it was a I didn't write it down on my list, but it was a 2.0 loss from last week. I am down 78.5 pounds from my 311.5 as of last summer, and I'm down 34.7 pounds from surgery. So I'm feeling pretty good with that. You know, I do get kind of stuck in the numbers, but I called UW a couple weeks ago, and I think I mentioned this in my last video, that they said that I was one of the lower BMI patients, so I'm not going to see the 4, 5, 6, 7 pound weekly loss. I'm going to see, you know, like a 2 to 3 pound loss every week, and so I'm maintaining. So I'm really sorry, this road is really bumpy. I'm maintaining that average of like a 3 to 3.5 pound loss, and if I continue doing that, I will be at my goal weight by July. So I mean, and that's what 7 months post-op I'll be at goal. You know, February, March, April, May, June, July, 6 months. Not too much to complain about there, so I'm kind of positive about that. I have been getting my water and struggling with my protein. But I have been struggling with my protein, so that's nothing new. Ground meats are still my best friend. I'm really loving produce right now. There's lots of really great produce coming available. Strawberries, blueberries, bananas, raspberries, blackberries. There's a lot of really great things out there right now. Watermelon. And I know they don't have a bunch of nutritional, but it's information and value, but it's different than the normal, you know. I like to cut strawberries up and put it in my cottage cheese. It gives it a little bit of flavor. I like to cut watermelon up and put chunks of watermelon in my thing of water. It gives it flavor, and it's nice. It's a nice change. So if you're struggling with your water, I would throw in some fresh or frozen fruit. Let's see, what else? I'm still loving soups. I'm loving my crock pot still. Let's see, I do a lot of greens in the crock pot with beans, and like I'll not grind up, but I'll cook up some like ground sausage, ground natural chicken sausage, or I'll do up some ground sirloin or ground turkey and throw that in the crock pot with a bunch of greens. It's usually kale, collard green mix, and mirepoix, which is celery, onion, and carrots. Throw that in there and let that sucker cook in the crock pot all day with a bunch of lentils and really great beans in there. Let's see what else. I did cabbage rolls in the crock pot yesterday. So you blanch your whole head of cabbage because that helps it peel off in big pieces, leaves, you know. And sorry, I'm holding my phone because it's really bumpy right here on this part of my road. Gotta love city paving jobs. No offense if there's any city workers out there, but this road needs to be redone really bad. But so anyway, so I put raw, what was it? It was turkey sausage, chicken sausage, raw chicken sausage, and ground chicken, whatever. And then I did a Minute Rice has a quinoa wild rice blend. I put that in there raw, just right out of the package. An egg, some spaghetti sauce, and I put in some more quinoa, some chia seeds, and some flax seeds. And I made it like you would a meatloaf, like you squished it all together. And garlic, salt and pepper, onion. And you take like 3 ounces. I just do a really small handful. And you put it at the base of the cabbage, and then you roll it up and you put spaghetti sauce in the bottom of your crock pot, and then you put those in there, and I did like 7 or 8 of them, and then you put more spaghetti sauce on top and put that sucker on the counter and let it go for like 6 hours, and it's great. And the kids love it. They don't eat the cabbage, like they just eat the inside, but it's something that I have never had an issue with since surgery, and I've made those bad boys probably 5 or 6 times. That's just, it's a staple. It's a staple for me right now. It's great protein. There's lots of variety flavors in it, and it cooks up really nice. It's not dry. So that's one thing that I do enjoy. And I do like stuffed peppers the same way. A little bit of different seasonings. I do more of like a Southwest style, and I put in the pepper. Excuse me. And then I put it in the crock pot and let that bad boy go to town. That's another great option too, but it has a little bit of a kick to it because there's different ingredients. But I still do that Miracle Minute Rice, Wild Rice, Quinoa blend thing. So yeah, other than that, I'm trying to get creative on what I do, because if it's too dry, I have an issue. If it's a chicken breast, I have an issue. I did do something with chicken thighs the other day. What was it? And that I didn't have an issue with. Oh, I did white chicken enchiladas. I did the flour tortilla, and I used low-fat cream of chicken soup, and I sauteed up the chicken thighs first. I found it online. I found the recipe online, and if I can figure it out, I'll post it down below. But it was great. It was really good. Lots of chicken, lots of cheese. I just ate the filling. I didn't eat the tortilla. I kept me some filling in a bowl in the fridge, and then I just warmed that up for me to eat because I didn't want the tortilla. So yeah, so that was good. But I'm just trying to get really creative on my protein, on things that I can handle and that'll stay down. Bread, I don't really do bread at all. I will have like a quarter of an English muffin or a quarter of a piece of bread. Like this morning I had 1 poached egg and a quarter of a piece of toast, and what I did was I took my scissors and I cut the toast into super tiny pieces, and then I put the poached egg right on top, and so that way the yolk and the water from the poaching process kind of softened up the bread, and I was able to eat it that way. But it's organic whole grain bread, but that even, it was kind of tricky. Bread is, rice I can do a little bit of rice. Like we went to Chinese food a couple weeks ago when we were down in Seaside, and I had egg flour soup, and everybody had those combination meals that you get, and they had rice, and I snuck a bite of rice off my husband's plate a couple times, and I did fine with that. Like Mexican food, I'm fine with rice. I get beans and rice and mix them together. Like when I go, so drive-through, I'm terrified of the drive-through. I usually will take snacks with me anywhere I go, but if I know there's a taco time, I will stop at taco time, like if I can find one. And what I get is I get a side of the pinto beans and a side of pico, and I can eat half of that. It's pinto beans mashed up like refried beans, and it has cheese on it, and then I get the pico salsa and I put that on top, and that's protein. That's a ton of protein right there. And beans, yep, good for you. So that's what I do when there's a drive-through, when I'm eating like fast food. I won't eat McDonald's, I won't eat Burger King. Subway, I will only eat if I can get out, because I will do a salad. I won't do bread. There's no point in even trying it. So I know I won't be able to handle it. So I'll do a salad at Subway, and then I just do the chicken and have them cut it up, the grilled chicken pieces. And those are a struggle, but I do. And I do spinach. I don't do lettuce. I think that's pretty much it. It's pretty simple. Excuse me, I'm just kind of being tricky, sneaky on how to get that protein in. But yeah, so I think that is all. So 2-pound loss from last week, 78.5 from high weight, and 34.7 from surgery. I would like to see me down fast. Like, I don't want to wait till July, but I know realistically I'm on a 3-pound average, so there's really nothing to complain about. And I'm not complaining. I'm happy that I'm losing. I'm growing impatient. I'm an instant gratification person, and I'm like, okay, come on now, like, hello, let's get to where we need to go. So that's what I struggle with. So All right, YouTube, y'all have a great day and happy Easter for those of you that celebrate. And I wish you all good luck and healthy eating choices out there. We'll talk to you next week. Bye.